when Saturn enters Pisces on March 7, 2023. This week the four signs will fall out of love and end their relationship. Saturn is notorious for ending situations where we don't want, need, or lack the structure to survive the toughest parts of life. So, this week is filled with tremendous growth potential for all zodiac signs. But the biggest change for the four signs is in their relationships. The Lord of Karma, Saturn enters Pisces, where spiritually inclined waters clear landscape of heart for next 2 years. Virgo moons bring healing energy and full moons teach us how to let go. The full moon in Virgo helps us process our emotions instead of getting caught up in how we feel and doing nothing about it. As the full Virgo moon shines the light of truth shortly after sunrise on Tuesday morning, we can approach decisions with maturity, including admitting that we are no longer in love and ending a relationship that has served its purpose. You can't heal in the same place that made you sick. Of course, it's important to take responsibility for your journey. Still, it's also important to be realistic and honest about whether your relationship is inspiring you to heal or whether it's profiting and causing you injury. And this is the week when all this happens. Saturn in Pisces challenges our dreams and asks us to practice what we preach. Maintaining the status quo or keeping up with appearances will be more challenging. Instead, there will be a burning urge to focus on reality at all costs. But even in the darkest moments, their Saturn this week, Pisces is more hopeful and full of faith. Will remind you that great things of course require you to take a significant risk. But that part to rely on the fall. When Saturn enters Pisces and Juno enters Taurus. 1. Virgo. An interesting week awaits you in Virgo as the full moon occurs in your sign and Saturn moves into Pisces, your partnership sector, where it will transit for the next 2 years. This full moon in Virgo can cause you to have trouble understanding and rationalizing your emotions. You may feel more picky than usual about how should be loved. And you may find that things in your love life are not as good as hoped this week. The full moon may reach a point where unhealthy conditions will peak and can no longer be ignored. For you, there will be a theme between things that didn't go as you hoped and a new page opened in your romantic life. With the Sun and Saturn in Pisces, romance and love stand out strongly for you this week. Saturn helps see if a great love affair is all thought it was or a karmic lesson learned. And once past the tests, walk away. Taurus Saturn enters your dating sector. So, your perspective may be one-sided when Juno moves into your sign. Juno is the asteroid that rules marriages agreements. And you will review your needs, desires in light of your current relationship. While self-love is an important aspect of any relationship, Juno's entry into Taurus makes this week more about unity, a concept you take seriously. If you think your partner doesn't want to meet you halfway, you're less likely to reach a compromise or honor a past agreement. If you're giving more than you get, you may have struggled to honor an important relationship while exploring your personal growth. As you continue to progress through your North Node and Uranus sign, you are on a path of spiritual and personal evolution. Your life path is part of your destiny experiences, and you can evaluate how well your relationship fits into the big picture. This is the week when you start paying attention to the truth about where a partnership stands and how well you can grow with each other when together. Aries Saturn. Hidden enemies and endings will begin to pass through your sector. You still feel affects Venus, love, Jupiter, planet abundant growth, and Chiron, wounds and healing. In your sign, these 3 planets have formed a stellium that asks you to focus on your priorities. This year has been choppy and active, but not without purpose. Undoubtedly, you have lost your way. You gave up your uniqueness to barter for a comfort zone you no longer wanted to be in. But you knew you had crossed your comfort zone and were ready for more. But leaving comfort is hard. The stellium in Aries this year has helped you reprioritize your needs and desires and find the courage to stand up for yourself. You are ready to embrace your confident and courageous nature and make choices that put you at the center of your life. So when Jupiter and Chiron conjoin at 14 degrees in Aries on Friday, March 10th, they bring you great enlightenment. You see things as they should be, and you understand if your current relationship doesn't match your true self. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. On Sunday, March 12th, 2023, Juno will leave your sign and enter Taurus. Now that have finally learned an important lesson about self-love and the love of others, you will be ready to invest in your life to build something value. Cancer Pisces energy rules the part of your life that governs expansion in all areas. Saturn in Pisces deals with travel, education, spiritual pursuits, abundance, lucky moments of opportunity, and anything that brings a sense of adventure and learning into your life. It is also an area that has become active recently, causing you to start prioritizing yourself. It still sounds foreign to do, but since Pluto stays at 29 degrees in Capricorn, it's very connected to your growth, especially in your romantic zone. Capricorn energy rules your love life, and Pluto, the planet of transformation, is preparing to leave this sign after a 15-year transit. In other words, your whole life is about to change. Relationships that only exist based on an old paradigm can gradually come to an end. The idea that you have to dedicate and give everything of yourself to your relationship or family when you are starving is a non-existent idea anymore. Pluto is pushing you to experience a new way of life related to your relationships. This week, when Saturn enters Pisces, you feel ready to let the old die so that the new can be reborn. Kate Rose is an author, spiritual astrologer, relationship and life coach, and motivational speaker. For more of her work, visit her website,